YouTube. What's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. Hold on. I don't need y'all looking in my bed. What's going on? Let me see. I had to make sure. Okay. What's going on? Appreciate y'all watching my videos. What's going on? New house. What's going on? Yeah, man. What's going on? I thought I'd make a live for y'all. I don't have anything to talk about, really. I'm just putting up some content for y'all, you know. Fofo, what up? Where you been all day? I've been working. Talking about been working, man. Because of the commodity. What y'all talking about? Oh, okay. Your boy Jose. What's up, Fofo? Is insurance much more expensive for flatbed? Yeah. Dry van is pretty much the cheapest division in trucking. That's why I suggest a lot of guys go ahead and just get a dry van, because you get in a reefer, flatbed, step deck, you dealing with specialized freight. And the insurance companies, they know. Them insurance companies, they're not stupid. Because if you think you gonna run some game on insurance company, you got another thing coming. You know? Because you know, especially with flatbed, man, like you pulling flatbed freight and you don't have the freight is exposed. So I've seen a lot of flatbed drivers lose their load. I've seen some flatbed drivers lose their load, and it's just crazy, you know. It's some good money in flatbed, but when you talking about getting your own authority with flatbed, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing. You just can't go to truck driving school, jump out here with your CDL talking about you gonna get your authority with some flatbed. I would say to get your own authority in flatbed, I would say you're gonna need. I would say I wouldn't touch your authority unless you have about 2-3 years experience, 4 or 5 years experience. A lot of experience, you know, because flatbed, it's a beast. I would say you probably need to go through 2 winters. You probably need to go through 2 solid winters, and I would say, you know, run with a company as a company driver or lease on. I wouldn't even say lease on. I would say run as a company driver. With as flatbed that pulls all types of freight. You know, yeah, I would say I took a flatbed class a long time ago because I was gonna do flatbed, but I changed my mind and I did. I wish I would have did, you know, actual flatbed, but I went through a flatbed class when I first got my CDL a long time ago. But in the halfway in the class, I changed my mind. So I have some basic idea on how to strap a trailer or flatbed, but actual real world experience, I don't have no real world work experience doing flatbed. So, I mean, I can just tell you, just common sense, been in trucking this long. Yeah, insurance gonna be high pulling flatbed on your own authority because you got freight exposed to the elements. Freight can slide off your trailer and kill somebody. I mean, I've seen guys with big concrete slabs lose their load. I mean, guys, it's like, for what I know about flatbed, you got to drive your truck as if you got to drive your truck like you don't have no straps on the freight. You got to be very gentle with that truck. You driving down the road, you got to be real easy on the brakes, because I pass flatbed guys all the time, and like, I know what they're dealing with. I know what flatbed guys are dealing with, because they have to be real gentle with that freight. You pulling a load of you pulling a load of I'm trying to think, sheetrock. You pulling a load of, I mean, you hit that brake, that sheetrock gonna slide right off the trailer if you hit it too hard. So I mean, guys who've been running flatbed for 20 years, they probably saying, man, you don't know what you're talking about. But I never pulled flatbed for real, but it's my experience, man. Just being in this business, seeing guys run flatbed. What's going on? Like, I've been to places, like I picked up a load of aluminum. Them big blocks of aluminum. Like, these blocks of aluminum, they look like they're big as a bus, right? These big blocks of aluminum, right? And these guys put like 1,000 straps on these big blocks of aluminum. How about them big coils of steel, right? I've seen guys strap them things down. Like, how about 1,000 straps on them, 1,000 chains on them? Like, that coil, some of them coils are like 30, 40,000 pounds. You hit the brakes, because the coil gonna take the truck with it. Because if you hit a corner too hard, or you hit the brakes too hard, the weight of the coil is so heavy that the weight of the coil, it'll take the truck with it, because you got 1,000 straps on it, because all that weight is in one spot. Yeah, insurance gonna be high for flatbed, man. So, I mean, each division has got its own set of challenges. So, I mean, get a drive in. Just get a drive in and sit down. Because, yeah, man, what's going on? What's up? Yeah, man, what's going on? Where to get an automatic semi to pull containers? I mean, you just gotta go to a truck dealership, I mean, most of the time, like, them automatic trucks, you're gonna find them automatic trucks in like a local application, like day cabs and stuff like that. A lot of them trucks be automatics, but I mean, I really wouldn't worry about whether the type of transmission the truck got. I would be worrying about the price and how reliable the truck is. Okay. If you go to a dealership and the price of a manual truck transmission is $20,000 cheaper, you're going to get an automatic? I don't think so. You need to be worrying about the technical. You need to worry about the technical stuff about the truck. Is the truck reliable? You need to get a rig day report, get a dyno, put the truck on a dyno, check for blow by. I mean, all kind of things you need to be looking for in a truck, not the transmission. Transmission is like way down on the bottom. If you really talking about buying a truck, you know what I mean? If you a company driver, yeah, you can worry about all that bullshit. You can worry about all that BS. If you got a TV in the truck, a refrigerator in the truck, and if it's an automatic, you don't need to be worried about that stuff. You need to make sure the truck is reliable. That's what you need to be worried about. That's just my opinion. How long did it take for your trade lines to show up on your business credit report? I would say a good 6 months. You probably just get it out of your mind. You're gonna find a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, guys talking about business credit. And it's like, oh yeah, in 30 days, 60 days. And no, man. You might as well just allocate, just go ahead and get it out of your mind and just allocate 6 months to a year of just building up business credit. So if you really think about business credit, just say you're gonna buy stuff, you know, that you don't need for about a year. I would say a good solid year. I mean, you can get away with 6 months, but I would say a good solid year. I mean, there's some programs out there gonna tell you 30 days, 60 days. That's not a realistic, because with Dun & Bradstreet, they're very slow. Dun & Bradstreet is real slow. And what they're gonna try to do is sell you on that credit builder package. And they're going to tell you, it's like, oh yeah, you can build business credit. You can get on this credit builder package for $1,500. Don't do that, man. Just put your time in and wait. Okay. Go to Grainger, go to Office Depot, go to Uline, and just buy some stuff that you need. You know, don't buy stuff for nothing, but find things that you normally need, like toilet paper. Uline, Grainger, they sell toilet paper. Okay. You can use toilet paper at your house. Okay. Tell your wife or your girlfriend, say, hey, babe, I'm going to order some toilet paper on Grainger. Have the toilet paper come to your front door. Okay? Buy a big old case of toilet paper for about $50. And buy $50 worth of toilet paper. And wait about 2 weeks and pay the bill. Okay? Talk to your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, or look around your house or look around your truck and buy stuff that you need. And then pay the bill. And that's it. Wait about a week and then pay the bill. So do that for about a year. You know, it's going to take a good solid year for the information to show up on your credit or business credit report. So if somebody is telling you otherwise, they lying. They are lying. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay. I've been going back and forth with Dun & Bradstreet for the last 2 years, and it takes them forever just to update an address. It takes them forever just to update a phone number. Okay, it takes them 6 months to update his phone number on your business profile. So for them to report that information, it takes them forever. Now, they have the information, but they do it on purpose. They hold back on the information on purpose to get you to buy that credit builder package. So once you start building trade lines, they're going to call you and say, hey, you know, we want to interest you in this credit builder package. You can get your credit profile built quicker if you buy this $2,500 credit builder package. Don't buy it. It's a scam, because you need time. You can't rush your business credit. You just can't rush it. You just got to give time. You know, just like your personal credit, it took you 10, 15 years to build a credit profile. With your business credit, you got to do the same thing. So you got to do the same thing with a business credit. You know, I mean, a good year, you know, after about 2 years, you should be able to get anything you want with no money down on your business credit. You can go get a trailer. You can get a truck with no money down. You can put anything you want in your business name, and after about 2 years, but you got to pay on time. Never be late. Never be late. So whatever it is that you're doing, make sure you pay on time. Subwoofer say, man, I be nervous as he be doing flatbed. I think shit going to come loose. My payday score went up to 80 this week. Yeah, you need to get it up to 90. You know, 80 is good. Don't get me wrong, 80 is good, but you want to get it up to 90 or 100, which is hard to get it up that high, because most guys, they pay their bills in 20 days. So in order to get 100 paydex score, a 90 paydex score, you got to pay it immediately, pretty much within a couple days. So you once they give you invoice, you got to pay it. And there's a lot of other information that goes into the paydex, how much your business makes and a whole bunch of other stuff. But you got to have, lower your risk. You got to lower your risk. So I did flatbed in the Midwest and Northeast. It ain't no joke. Oh yeah, man, you got to go through a couple winters. You got to go through a couple winters, man. You got to climb up on that skateboard, man, and the snow be coming down. You got to do it, But I mean, I know a guy who got his own authority with flatbed. He does pretty well. He does damn good, to tell you the truth. He does damn good. He don't even deal with brokers. He got his own customers, and he does pretty good. And the thing about flatbed, it's pretty easy to get a direct shipper with flatbed, because like with flatbed, that's the nature of the business. It's like with flatbed, you delivering and picking up for small shippers and small customers, you know what I mean? Job sites and stuff like that. So that type of freight naturally is a direct shipper type of, division, you know what I mean? Like with dry box, it's a lot of competition. You're dealing with Procter & Gamble and these big shippers with, and see, the thing is, like, in dry box is like you dealing with big carriers like JB Hunt. I can't compete with JB Hunt. It's very hard for me to compete with JB Hunt because they got capacity. But in flatbed, you can just look around your area and find a small shipper shipping some plywood, shipping pallets, shipping some pipe, or shipping some steel, or shipping some brick or something, or shipping some grass or some poles or something. That type of freight, is a direct shipper type of freight. You just go in there and tell them, hey man, I got a flatbed, you can find some drop and hook freight and flatbed, but it's not too common, so let me see what he say. Your boy Jose say, I mean, you think they talking double the insurance price? No, I don't say it's double, but I'll say it's anywhere from about 20 to 30% more on insurance for flatbed, because you got to adjust for the industry. It's flatbed. So I would say it's 20 to 30% more. Instead of $1,000 a month, you'd be spending like $1,200 or $1,300 a month for flatbed insurance. Right. Yeah. New house. Yeah. Seen a car come loose in Alabama. See that, man? And all you need is one time. All you need is one time, and you done. That's it. You done. If you got your own authority and something like that happen, you only need one time. That'll take you out. Take you out. Because you gonna get hit from a lot of angles. Your CSA score gonna get hit. Your insurance is gonna hit. Your insurance is gonna drop you, because that's a big claim. And then wherever town that you in, the local ordinance, the local police gonna get you. Okay, the DOT gonna come in and get you. The insurance gonna get you. It's gonna be a big old claim, and you probably gonna get sued. God forbid it ain't nobody around you and you kill a bunch of people or you mess up some cars and stuff. You're gonna get hit a lot of ways. You're gonna have to show up for court for that. Yeah. And the DOT gonna come in. They're gonna have the lawyers and attorneys looking at your equipment. They're gonna go through your equipment like with a fine-tooth comb, man. They're gonna be looking at your equipment. You got old straps, raggedy behind straps. You got old rusty chains and your trailer. They're gonna go through your business like a fine-tooth comb. And so that's why I got a new trailer. That's why I went ahead and bought a new trailer, because a lot of guys out here, you know, they talking about going and get these $5,000 trailers, right? $10,000 trailers. Yeah, you get a good price on the trailer, you might can make it. You can make it. You might get lucky. But you're going to get a brand new trailer, you won't have that many problems because you know the floor is good. The floor is good. You know the tires is good. The axles is good. You know the beams on the trailer is good. You go and get you an old 2000 trailer. That trailer has got 2 million miles on that trailer, man. Like that trailer's been to hell and back. You don't know how much time left is on that trailer, and you go putting some weight up on it. You picking up a load of paper rolls, a heavy load of bales or something, and that's all you need when you got a fresh authority. That's all you need. You know, shoot, that'll take you out, man. So, not saying that nothing can't go wrong with a new trailer, but you lessen your risk, you know, by getting something new and reliable. You know, that's just my opinion. You know, because I was gonna go and get a new trailer. I was gonna get a used trailer. But Jeffrey L made a video talking about, you know, what I just said. You know, he made a great point. So it brought something to the surface that I wasn't really thinking about. But yeah, it does make sense, man. You know, you're gonna get pulled in the scales. You get pulled in the scales with a fresh DOT, and all you need is the DOT to find something wrong with that trailer. Old rusty beam. You get up under there, start looking at your beams, they rusty. A loose floorboard, something loose, and you got an old trailer like that, you gonna have something loose, you know. And like a DOT officer pull up on my trailer, it's a fairly new trailer. He'll look at it and be like, okay, yeah, you know. But you got an old raggedy equipment, you asking for it. You asking for a level 3 inspection. Come on in here, driver. Come on in here. We're going to do a level 3 on you. Bring your permit book in here. Yep, he get hit with the cleanup and everything. That's a big bill, man. It'll take you out. It could take you out when you're a new carrier. You know, so your first year in business, that's the last thing you need. But I mean, you could do it, but you just gotta slow down, take your time, and just run the freight. You're gonna make some money, you know. But you know, that's just my opinion. Does your trailer show up on the Dunn's report? I don't think it does, because I didn't use my Dunn's number to apply for the to get the trailer. But it does show up on business. It does show up on Equifax Business, and it does show up on what's the other one? It does show up on those business profiles, Equifax Business, and it shows up on, I mean, Equifax is more consumer type credit bureau, but the other one, not TransUnion. I mean, TransUnion does have a business division, but they're not as popular. Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah, it's a way to get your DUNS number like within within a week. You just it's a process that you got to do, and you basically just tell them that you're getting government contracts or whatever, and you can get it within a couple days. Yeah, Mario chat. Well, you can go online and update it, but they don't update it that fast. It takes them about 6 months to update it, anywhere from 3 to 6 months to update it. So like a phone number, address, anything, man, it takes them a real long time for it to like real reflect, what's going on. Will you finance a $100,000 truck on XMI with personal credit? It depends. It depends, man. Like, it depends. I mean, because at the end of the day, you need the truck to make some money. So you need the truck to make some money. It don't matter if it's business or personal. It depends on what you're trying to do with your business. It depends on what you're trying to do with your business. If you just want to be a sole proprietor and you ain't planning on building a company and stuff like that, okay, put it in your own name. Who cares? And you plan on running a cash business anyway, and you don't intend on borrowing money in your business, okay, don't matter. But if you planning on growing a legitimate business, if you plan on growing a legitimate business and you want that business to stand on its own, to have its own face, to have its own profile, and to show that you actually have a legitimate business to conduct business with the public. Not that you need credit to actually say that you're a legitimate business, but you want to go ahead and get you may want to go ahead and just get you some business credit. Like, the thing is like Dean Cole talks about this in his program, because guys, they get caught up in this business credit situation. For example, if you go down to a dealer and the dealer, he would only finance you up to maybe $40,000 in your business name. Okay. In your business name. But the dealer turns around, the finance manager turns around and say, hey, if you go ahead and co-sign on this loan, we'll go ahead and give you an additional $50,000 if you go ahead and give a personal guarantee for this loan to get this truck. Without the personal guarantee, we're going to give you up to about 40. That's all we can do. It behooves you to go ahead and personally guarantee that note for your business so you can get the extra 50,000 to get the equipment that you need. Okay. With 50,000 plus the 40, that's 90,000. That's enough to get you a truck and a trailer. Okay. So sometimes you got to make that decision if you want to grow a business. So it's not as simple as saying, oh no, I ain't going to use my personal. Well, the thing is to have, when you have business credit, you want to have another resource, another extension to, get what you need to grow your business. So, it's not, a lot of guys just want these cut and dry answers to stuff. It's like, well, should I do this? Well, the point is to have the knowledge and the information so you can make those decisions to grow your business. Because if you don't know nothing about business credit, then you can have business credit over here that can help you grow your business. Because like I got this trailer, right? There's no money down. No money down on it. I just sign and drive. Sign and drive. My first payment wasn't due until 45 days. Until 45 days with this trailer. So I have 45 days before my first trailer payment. So like, if you think about it, that's a resource that you can use. You know, you can use that grace period to your ability. And like, you know, we're talking about an exit strategy. Say you got a business credit, right? And you trying to grow a business. You can build the business credit into your exit strategy. So say your business, say you go out of business, right? And you bought everything in your business on business credit without a personal guarantee. Well, you can just go ahead and just dissolve the business. The business is bankrupt, and it's possible you may not be liable for the business debts because you didn't give a personal guarantee. But you know, in order to get a business loan without a personal guarantee, you got to be an established business. But that's not the point. The point is to have the resources available to you. If you want to make that decision, you can. If you don't, well, that's fine. So, you know, a lot of guys, they get caught up on the wrong stuff, man. It's just about having the resources available. You got your personal, and then you got your business credit, and then your business credit could be an extension, just be another line of credit. Say on your personal, you only can borrow up to 50,000 on your personal, but then on your business side, you can borrow an additional 100,000. Okay, so that's the point, man. You know, Big Chris say, never personally guarantee your business credit. One mistake, and they'll ding your personal credit as well as Don's. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people say that, but at the end of the day, man, like what I just said, if you go to a dealership, right, and the dealership say, oh, well, we only going to get you 30,000, you know, in business credit. But if you personally guarantee it, we're going to give you additional 30 or 40. What you going to do? Not personally guarantee it? You'll be a fool not to personally guarantee that loan. you know, it's not a lot of guys, you know, a lot of guys don't know what a lot of guys don't know what they're talking about. That's a good point, because if you know, something happens, I mean, you know, but I mean, to tell you the truth, man, you go out of business, man, they're going to come after you. You know, they're going to come after you. So, I mean, guys be trying to hide and duck and hide and all this. I mean, like, you making things overly complicated, because, you know, you own the business, man. Like, how you going to, but anyway, that's just my opinion. I saw a house selling in Atlanta for $450K, 8 bedroom, 7 bath. You can't really separate your personal business through the eyes of the lenders. They will still come after you if you delinquent, don't pay the debt. They will go after your UCC and place liens. It depends on how you got it set up. It really depends on how you got it set up. If you got an LLC and you got an ironclad LLC, you got a operating agreement, and you got work to show that you wasn't commingling funds, you was running a legitimate business, you was complying with all the federal laws. In the eyes of the court, you probably could slip through the cracks if you had an ironclad company, ironclad business, where the LLC was tight, airtight. But most guys are not doing that. They're going on You got guys buying. You got guys buying LLCs, right? And they're not ironclad. Okay, the LLC is not standing on its own. You go into the business checking account, pulling money out like it's your personal piggy bank, right? You're not running a business. You're not keeping spreadsheets on your business. You're not keeping a paper on your business, right? Most guys are not doing that. They just create an LLC, got their little 2-page, they got their 1 and 2 page LLC, right? And then when something happens, they think they protect it. No, you didn't do all the other back end stuff to protect yourself. Okay, you didn't have an attorney draft up you an operating agreement. You didn't have a attorney come into your business and say, okay, you need to do this, and keep a paper trail. Get insurance and umbrella policy and all this stuff. You didn't do all that stuff. You just got your little 2-page LLC talking about you protected. No, man. Got in an accident, you're gonna be liable. You're liable. So all these guys, 90% of the guys out here that's getting these trucks, man, and getting out here in business, getting an LLC, they are not going to an attorney and having an attorney draft up their LLC and their operating agreement and their articles of incorporation. They're not doing all that. They're going on LegalZoom.com and printing out a 2-page LLC. That's what they're doing. And you're not protected that way. You still got all this other missing stuff missing from your LLC to make it ironclad. It's not ironclad. You pulling money out of your business checking account and you stealing money from your business checking account. And no, the judge is a good attorney and a judge gonna see right through that, man. You're not, yeah, they're gonna come after you. Yeah, Jeff, man, what's going on? Yeah, man, I'm just doing a live feed for these guys. I have an unlimited line of credit from 404 Trucker Credit Union. You a trip, Jeff. You are a trip. Unlimited lines of credit. You a trip. But tell you the truth, man, I mean, you got to be very sketchy when you're dealing with credit. Be very wary about how much money you're borrowing. I mean, at best, borrow some money to get you a trailer, and that's about it. Other than that, cash flow your business. Cash flow your business. Don't be running up all this credit. Don't be running up all this credit in your truck, man. Don't be doing that, because you're gonna mess around and get tied up in this credit, and you ain't doing nothing but paying loans and interest, and you're not making a profit. These interests are eating up your profit, So, tell you the truth, I mean, I would say borrow maybe 10 or 15,000 just to be able to go get a real cheap truck to get you started and cash flow it after that. Because these trucks, we make so much money in these trucks. And, like I'm looking at it right now, man, all I need to do is get my trailer paid for, man. I can cash flow this thing. It's just crazy. Like, since I've been under my own authority, you making so much money. So much money is getting deposited into my account. And it's just like, get this trailer paid for, man. And I would tell you the truth, I would say leave credit alone. Leave it alone. Now, I may sound like I'm contradicting like everything I've been saying in the past about business credit. But what I'm saying is you want to use it sparingly. Use business credit sparingly. Be very careful when you're using credit, because it's crazy, man. Stuff happens out here, man, and it's tough. But I say be very careful using business credit. I mean, if you take out a loan, take out a real conservative amount of credit. I would say 20,000 and pay it off fast. 20, 30,000 fast. Pay it off fast. Because I mean, you can do it. and you make so much money in these trucks, you making 5,000-6,000 a week in these trucks. Yeah, you can pay some stuff off, man. You can pay that note off. You know, go to a dealer, get you a used truck for about 40,000-50,000. Get you a good solid used truck, 40,000 or 50,000. You know, get you a trailer and pay that stuff off fast, man. Because you know this credit game is, this credit game is a trip. But I make an exception because trucking is one of these businesses you want to run on a cash basis, because you got all this depreciating asset that you running. Trailers depreciating, your truck depreciating. You spending so much money on these trucks when they depreciating, it don't make sense to be rolling credit on a depreciating asset. Now, if you was buying some rental properties where if you buy a duplex for 100,000, right? And if something go wrong, well, you can turn around and sell the duplex and get most of your money back. You can get $90,000, $95,000, $98,000 back for the sale of the duplex. But if we talking about these trucks, you got to buy these trucks real cheap. You buy a truck for 40,000, you be lucky you get 30. You be lucky you get 25 off it. So these trucks depreciate so hard, like you borrow money on them. That's why a lot of companies lease them, man. It's they lease them. They run them for about 2 years and give them back. Your personal and business is linked. You can't have bad person that get 100,000 business. Yes, you can, man. Tony Ross, you know what you're talking about. I agree with you on some things, Tony Ross, but you need to go through Dean Cole's program. You need to go through Dean Cole's program. He will show you how to set up a company and have totally separate, independent credit that's not even tied to your personal. It's how you set up your business. You got to set it up properly. You got to set up the EIN where the EIN number don't even connect to your social security number. You got to set up the business where it doesn't even show you as an owner. You got to set up the business where you got to have an anonymity so that the business don't show you as an owner, so that the business stands on its own self. You know what I mean? So yes, you can set up a company and not be tied to your personal credit. Yes, you can. You just got to know how to do it. And a lot of guys, what they do is they go on LegalZoom.com and they just fill in the form, right? And the LLC is tied to your personal, and the EIN is tied to your personal, and then when you start applying for credit, it's gonna ask you for your social security number, and a lot of guys go putting their social security number in there, or the application. And it's a lot of ways to get business credit without it not being tied to your personal. You don't put your social security number down. You don't put yourself as an owner. You have to create anonymity. So, and it's a few states that allow you to establish anonymity. It's a few of them. You got Texas, Georgia, Delaware, Wyoming, I think Nevada. It's a handful of states that are, because a lot of the states, when you create an LLC, they force you to put the owners down, and the owners are public record. So what I just told y'all is golden. It's worth a lot of money, what I just told y'all. Do you have an email address? I'm gonna try to. Yeah, man. Appreciate the super chat, man. I'm on a journey to get my authority. I'm a flatbed. Is Georgia a no income local tax state? Nah, Georgia, you gotta pay income tax. You gotta pay income tax. But so lease is good. I'm in Dean Cole program too. True, there are ways to get it, but do you want to put yourself in an upside down position? But yeah, man, so Georgia does pay income tax, but I mean, I used to live in Florida, and this income tax game is a joke. So it is a joke. So, you know, it's a joke. So guys like to say, well, this state, that state pay income tax, but the cost of living in Georgia is very low. So even though I have to pay income tax in Georgia, it's a real small number, because states that don't have to pay income tax, well, the cost of living is a little bit more. So, and then, you know, it depends on the state, you know, because they have to make up the revenue anywhere. So like Florida, it's very expensive to live in Florida. Texas is an exception because Texas is a high producing state. Texas takes care of itself. They produce a lot of stuff. I mean, oil, they got a lot of beef comes out of Texas. You know, a lot of production is in Texas. They take care of themselves. So the revenue that's generated in Texas, they don't have to require people paying income tax, because that helps companies to go to a certain state. You know, it's like, well, this state doesn't have income tax. Come to our state and do business. So, you know, you got to look at the bottom line, you know, and like I used to live in Florida, and the cost of living is just expensive. When I moved to Georgia, for the same money, like I can have a bigger house. Like the house I live in right now in Georgia, you be looking at like $500,000 for that house. You know, my house in Georgia is like 100,000. I live in a nice neighborhood, a subdivision. You know, I don't have an HOA program, but you know, I live in a decent neighborhood. I mean, compared to when I lived in Florida, where the same, you know, type of living situation, it'll be like $500,000, 400,000, ridiculous. But hey, man, I'm about to get off here, man. I appreciate y'all watching my videos, man. I'll see y'all next time.